Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we delve into one of the most haunting chapters in maritime history, the Titanic. Known as the unsinkable ship, the Titanic tragically met its fate on April 15, 1912 after hitting an iceberg on its maiden voyage. Over the years, various expeditions have revealed eerie remnants and chilling artifacts from the wreckage. In this video, we'll explore 15 terrifying things recovered from the Titanic that offer a poignant glimpse into the lives lost and the indomitable spirit of this doomed vessel. Number 15, the shipwreck. Discovered in 1985 by Dr. Robert Ballard and his team, the Titanic rests at a depth of approximately 12,500 feet in the North Atlantic Ocean. This tragic vessel, once thought lost forever, was found lying on the seabed, a silent testament to the night of April 15, 1912. The extreme conditions at the wreck site have acted as a natural time capsule. The lack of sunlight, near freezing temperatures, and high pressure have remarkably preserved the Titanic's remains for over a century. As we explore the wreck, we witness a haunting sight, the once grand ship now a ghostly silhouette shrouded in darkness. Number 14, the Grand Staircase. The Grand Staircase of the Titanic was a masterpiece of design, an uninspiring sight that greeted first-class passengers as they embarked on their journey. This majestic staircase was a symbol of luxury, boasting intricate woodwork, lavish ornamentation, and exquisite craftsmanship. Beyond its aesthetic appeal, the Grand Staircase served as a central gathering point for passengers. Here, they would exchange pleasantries, make plans for activities, and enjoy delightful conversations, forging connections that would endure throughout the voyage. Since the Titanic's discovery in 1985, the Grand Staircase has captured the imagination of historians, researchers, and the public. However, due to natural deterioration and human impact, preservation efforts are ongoing to safeguard this precious piece of history for future generations. Number 13, personal belongings. Astonishingly, divers also find passengers' diaries and letters. These poignant writings offer rare insights into the thoughts and emotions of those aboard, recording their hopes and fears during the ship's final hours. These handwritten accounts provide a heart-rending perspective on the human tragedy that unfolded that fateful night. Recovered from the wreck site are various forms of personal identification, such as passports and identification cards. Each card represents an individual with their own unique story. These documents provide intimate glimpses into the lives of those who embarked on the Titanic, their final destination tragically interrupted. One of the most famous pieces recovered was a sapphire and diamond necklace, believed to be the inspiration for the Heart of the Ocean necklace in James Cameron's movie Titanic. Though not confirmed to be the exact replica, it captured the public's imagination and symbolized the romance and tragedy of the ship's story. In addition to the iconic necklace, explorers have found various other pieces of jewelry belonging to both passengers and crew members. Diamond rings, platinum bracelets, and pearl necklaces are among the stunning items that have been carefully retrieved. Number 12, the ship's wheel. The Titanic's ship's wheel once graced the grand bridge of the majestic ship. This massive helm, usually operated by the helmsman, played a pivotal role in steering the Titanic across the icy Atlantic waters. The ship's wheel served as the primary control mechanism for the Titanic's rudder, which determined the ship's course. It was an essential component, guiding the vessel safely through the sea or responding to navigational challenges. Despite their valiant efforts, the iceberg's impact was devastating. The Titanic's ship's wheel bore witness to the frantic struggle to save the ship and its passengers as they faced an unforgiving fate. For decades, the location of the Titanic's wreckage remained a mystery until its discovery in 1985 by Dr. Robert Ballard. Among the debris, the ship's wheel was one of the haunting artifacts recovered from the ocean floor. Number 11, a child's toy. The child's toy was identified as a small, well-worn teddy bear, which would have likely belonged to one of the young passengers on board. Despite its rough condition, the teddy bear had an aura of innocence and comfort, offering a glimpse into the lives of the young passengers who experienced the ship's tragic fate. As researchers examined the teddy bear further, they began piecing together its story. Through meticulous research and records from the Titanic's passenger list, they discovered the likely owner of the toy, a little boy named Jack Dawson. Note, this name is fictional and used for storytelling purposes only, to respect the privacy of any actual Titanic passengers. The discovery of Jack Dawson's teddy bear resonated deeply with historians, divers, and the public alike. It humanized the tragedy and reminded us that among the grandeur of the Titanic, there were innocent lives forever lost. The toy became a symbol of the heartbreaking loss suffered by families, and a poignant reminder of the impact the disaster had on children. Number 10, the captain's bathtub. Among the many items recovered from the Titanic's debris field was the captain's bathtub, a symbol of the ship's opulence and luxury. Captain Edward Smith, the renowned commander of the Titanic, occupied a lavish stateroom that boasted various amenities, including a private bathtub. The captain's bathtub was an exquisite piece of craftsmanship, reflecting the attention to detail that went into the ship's interior design. Made from cast iron and lined with porcelain enamel, it was both sturdy and visually appealing. Its elegant design complemented the overall grandeur of the ship, adding to the allure of first-class accommodations. As the Titanic's fate took a harrowing turn, Captain Edward Smith remained on the ship, displaying remarkable courage and leadership. After ensuring the safety of as many passengers and crew as possible, he went down with his vessel, along with the cherished bathtub. Number 9. Unsent letters. Among the artifacts recovered from the Titanic's wreckage, some of the most heartrending are the unsent letters that were intended to be delivered to loved ones awaiting the ship's arrival in New York. These poignant farewell letters speak of hope, excitement, and anticipation of the upcoming reunion. Some passengers express their eagerness to share their experiences abroad, while others yearn for the loving embrace of family and friends. Among the recovered letters, there were also confessions and secrets that remained locked away until now. Passengers aboard the Titanic often found themselves reflecting on their lives as they faced the imminent danger. Some letters held secrets of unrequited love, past mistakes, and unspoken regrets. As the Titanic sank, crew members also left behind unsent letters, leaving behind messages of love, hope, and bravery. These letters not only speak of the impending tragedy but also offer a glimpse into the dedication and sacrifice of those who stayed on board to save as many lives as possible. Number 8. The Marconi Room. The Marconi Room, situated on the boat deck, was a compact yet crucial space on the Titanic. It housed the state-of-the-art wireless telegraph equipment, responsible for facilitating communication between the ship and the world beyond the vast ocean. Two skilled Marconi operators were on duty around the clock, receiving and transmitting wireless messages. Their names were Jack Phillips and Harold Bride. Their dedication and bravery would soon become the stuff of legends. The critical moment arrived when, at 11:40 p.m., the Titanic struck an iceberg. As the situation escalated, Jack Phillips composed one of history's most iconic messages, a distress call. He tapped out the internationally recognized SOS signal, summoning nearby vessels to aid the stricken Titanic. The legacy of the Marconi Room and its operators lived on. The wireless distress signals sent that night reached the RMS Carpathia, the nearest ship, which rushed to the Titanic's aid. As a result, over 700 lives were saved, thanks to the heroic actions of Phillips and Bride. Number 7. Personal identification. Among the most significant items found were passports. These small but powerful documents provided crucial details about the individuals on board, their names, ages, nationalities, and even occupations. Through these passports, we can piece together the diverse backgrounds of the passengers and the various countries they hailed from. Alongside passports, identification cards were also recovered. Crew members often carried official identification cards issued by the White Star Line, the company that operated the Titanic. These cards shed light on the roles and responsibilities of the crew members, from engineers and stewards to wireless operators. The recovery of these personal identification items goes beyond mere historical curiosity. Each passport, identification card, or letter represents a real individual with their own stories, dreams, and connections to the world they left behind. They remind us that the Titanic wasn't just a tragedy in the history books, it was a human tragedy that affected countless lives. Number 6. The Big Piece. The Big Piece is an informal name given to one of the most significant and iconic artifacts recovered from the wreckage of the RMS Titanic. It is officially known as hull number 401, and it is a massive section of the ship's hull. Hull number 401, or the Big Piece, is a section of the Titanic's starboard side hull. It measures approximately 26 feet long and 12 feet high, making it one of the largest individual sections ever brought to the surface from the wreck site. The Big Piece was discovered during the Titanic wreck exploration expedition conducted by RMS Titanic Incorporated, a company that holds the legal salvage rights to the Titanic's wreck site. The expedition took place in 1998, and the Big Piece was located about 2.5 miles below the surface of the North Atlantic Ocean, where the Titanic had tragically sunk on April 15, 1912. Following its recovery, the Big Piece underwent an extensive conservation process to stabilize and protect it from further deterioration. Once stabilized, it went on a tour to various museums around the world, allowing people to see and learn about this remarkable artifact. The big piece has been part of exhibitions in cities like Atlanta, Las Vegas, Orlando, and others, drawing visitors eager to connect with the Titanic's tragic history. Number 5, Dining Room Dishware. Among the recovered artifacts from the Titanic's wreckage were fragments of the ship's exquisite china and tableware. The White Star Line, the company that operated the Titanic, commissioned the renowned ceramics manufacturer, Copeland Spode, to create a special set of china specifically for the ship. This china featured a delicate pattern of the White Star Line burgee, with a red flag and a white star on a navy blue background. The dining room dishware included elegant dinner plates, soup bowls, salad plates, and dessert dishes, all crafted with meticulous attention to detail. The intricate designs and craftsmanship were a reflection of the ship's commitment to providing its passengers with the finest dining experience possible. In addition to the exquisite china, the Titanic's dining room was adorned with fine cutlery and glassware. The first-class passengers were treated to an array of silver-plated utensils, including forks, knives, and spoons, each delicately engraved with the White Star Line logo. The glassware was equally impressive, with crystal wine glasses and champagne flutes that sparkled under the soft glow of the chandeliers. These luxurious touches added to the overall elegance and sophistication of the dining experience aboard the Titanic. The dining room dishware recovered from the Titanic's wreckage serves as a poignant reminder of the ship's tragic history and its commitment to offering unparalleled luxury to its first-class passengers. These artifacts provide a glimpse into the opulence and grandeur that once graced the dining tables of this iconic ship. Number 4, the Crow's Nest Binoculars. The Crow's Nest, situated high atop the Titanic's forward mast, was a crucial lookout point for detecting icebergs and other hazards in the ship's path. The 2 crew members stationed here had the task of maintaining a constant vigilance, but it is here that our story takes a dark turn. Astonishingly, the Crow's Nest was not equipped with the essential tools for spotting dangers at a distance, binoculars. A crucial oversight that would later be linked to the ship's tragic fate. Rumors suggest that the original crew member who was responsible for carrying the binoculars had to disembark before the ship's departure, inadvertently leaving the lookout post without this critical piece of equipment. The lack of binoculars in the Crow's Nest became one of the many factors contributing to the Titanic's tragic collision with the iceberg, leading to the loss of over 1,500 lives. The disaster sparked changes in maritime safety regulations, emphasizing the importance of proper equipment and preparedness at sea. Number 3, The Heart of the Ocean. The Heart of the Ocean is a fictional blue diamond featured prominently in the 1997 film Titanic, directed by James Cameron. However, the concept of the Heart of the Ocean is believed to be inspired by the real Hope Diamond, a famous blue diamond with a long and mysterious history. The Hope Diamond is one of the most well-known and valuable gemstones in the world. It is a large, deep blue diamond weighing around 45.52 carats. The diamond's exact origins are shrouded in mystery, but it is believed to have been mined in India, possibly in the 17th century. Over the centuries, the Hope Diamond changed hands numerous times, and its history is said to be cursed with tales of misfortune and tragedy befalling its owners. One of its most famous owners was King Louis XIV of France, who wore it as part of a ceremonial necklace. Subsequently, it passed through various royal families in Europe. In 1958, Harry Winston, a renowned jeweler, donated the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of Natural History in Washington, where it remains on display to this day. Number 2, the Unbroken Champagne Bottle. During one of the deep-sea expeditions to the Titanic's wreckage, marine archaeologists made an astonishing discovery: an unbroken champagne bottle. The find took everyone by surprise, as most artifacts had succumbed to the ravages of time and the ocean's immense pressure. So, why is this champagne bottle so special? Well, it is believed to have been part of the ship's cargo or personal belongings of a first-class passenger. During that era, it was customary for affluent passengers to bring expensive champagne on board to celebrate special occasions or as souvenirs. The unbroken champagne bottle serves as a testament to the craftsmanship of early 20th century glassmaking. Its preservation is a rare feat, and experts believe that the bottle's cork and a partial vacuum within may have protected it from water infiltration. Every artifact found in the Titanic's wreckage tells a story, and the unbroken champagne bottle is no exception. It symbolizes the elegance and extravagance aboard the ill-fated vessel. It also serves as a poignant reminder of the abrupt end to the dreams and aspirations of the passengers and crew. While we may never know the exact details surrounding this particular champagne bottle, who it belonged to or the purpose it was intended for, it sparks our imagination and opens up a world of possibilities. The unbroken champagne bottle from the Titanic's wreckage is more than just an artifact, it's a piece of history that connects us to one of the most significant maritime tragedies of all time. As marine archaeologists continue their efforts to explore and preserve the site, we hope that these artifacts will serve as a somber reminder of the human cost and the enduring legacy of the RMS Titanic. Number 1. The Titanic's maiden voyage. The RMS Titanic was constructed at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Northern Ireland. It was the largest and most luxurious ship of its time, measuring approximately 882.5 feet long and 175 feet high. The ship featured cutting-edge technology and lavish amenities, designed to cater to the wealthiest passengers of the era. With great fanfare and excitement, the Titanic departed Southampton on April 10, 1912. Thousands of onlookers gathered to witness the magnificent vessel embark on its maiden voyage. Among the passengers were some of the wealthiest and most influential individuals of the time, along with a diverse mix of emigrants seeking a new life in America. On the fateful night of April 14, 1912, tragedy struck. The Titanic, sailing at full speed through the icy waters of the North Atlantic, collided with a massive iceberg at 11:40 p.m. ship's time. The impact caused extensive damage to the ship's starboard side, compromising multiple watertight compartments. Despite heroic efforts by the crew and passengers, the Titanic began to sink rapidly into the icy waters of the Atlantic Ocean. The ship's band played calming music to keep spirits up as the evacuation continued. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the ship finally disappeared beneath the waves, taking over 1,500 lives with it. The RMS Carpathia, a nearby passenger liner, responded to the Titanic's distress calls and arrived on the scene in the early morning hours. It rescued over 700 survivors from lifeboats and life rafts, providing them with essential care and comfort. The sinking of the Titanic led to extensive investigations and inquiries on both sides of the Atlantic. The disaster exposed significant flaws in maritime safety regulations, leading to the implementation of various reforms in shipbuilding, navigation, and passenger safety. The artifacts recovered from the Titanic remind us that history is not just a distant tale but a tangible connection to the past. They speak of the human lives lost and the stories left untold. We hope that through these discoveries, we can learn from the past and ensure that such tragedies are never repeated. Thanks for joining us on this haunting exploration. If you found this video intriguing, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow history enthusiasts. And don't forget to subscribe for more riveting historical content. Until next time, take care and stay curious.